I could not do anything for 2 days after I cleaned my messy ass room. I just couldn't. I had no mental capacity. I wanted to do more with these last 2 days that I've had off of work, but after the one day that I spent all day basically cleaning my messy ass fuck ass room, that shit took such a mental load. That was so much more of a mental it was so much more mental effort than it was actual physical effort cleaning. My god. The courage, the amount of courage I had to have. And I'm sorry, people are probably hearing me and like, this bitch is such a slob. I am. You should see the front of my fucking car right here. I am. I'm not saying I'm not. But you know what? To finally tell myself, bitch, we're getting out of it. There was several factors. One person especially motivated me. I was like, you know what? I can do this. And sometimes you need that, right? And sometimes you need multiple external forces pushing you and pressuring you into actually getting that one thing you need to get done. That one thing you've been avoiding this whole entire time. And you know what? Now I feel like owning my own house is the next step. That would be great. But, anyways, also, do I look really messy? Okay, anyways, I look gross. I feel gross. I've been super gross the last 2 days. I've just been chilling in the room. It looks so empty now. Like, I'm so not used to it looking that clean. And also, in comparison, like, to an actual person who regularly does have a clean room, mine looks shitty as fuck. But you know what? To me, to my before, yeah, we're chilling. It's so embarrassing. I don't even want to show y'all a before. I don't, because it's so embarrassing. It's like, how can you live like that? I know. How can you live like that? I hate people being like, I have a messy room. And I'm like, I'm sorry, hon. I doubt it. I really do. Unless they look like, okay, sorry. No. No, but people could probably clock me and look at me and be like, yeah, you look like a slob. But yeah, no, it was really bad. It was actually super bad. Like, and not in a like, oh, I have a messy room and it's like a cute mess. Like, most of it is on like one chair, the bed, and like one side of the floor. Let's not compare stats right now because I will. And it's not something to even brag about. It's not a flex. It's not a flex. But to me it is a flex that I was able to fix it. That was the most insane fucking clean I've ever done. And I actually did quite film quite a bit of it on my GoPro, but I will probably most likely never show that unless I like end up somehow cleaning my whole entire house. Then I will maybe like and be like, okay, yeah, here's the motivation. But I don't know, I'm also kind of like now inspired and like just although it did take a lot of mental effort to do such a big clean, it also was very satisfying. Like, wow, like, holy shit. And like, I just feel it's like so empty in there. Like, oh my gosh, like, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh my gosh, where did everything go? But in a good way, you know what I mean? And in the best way possible. And that's what I really need to focus on, that feeling of satisfaction to continue because there's certain parts, there's a few surfaces that I definitely need to get cleaned off still and like organize all the crap that's on there. But the fact that I can see the whole entire floor, and I hate that that is my like that is like my biggest accomplishment of all this year. You know what I mean? But it really is. That took so much work. Like I can't even believe the and it's not even cute. Like I'm not even I can't even I want to drop numbers, but I also don't want to drop numbers because I don't want people being like, "Wow, yeah, that's a fucking slap." Yeah, I know. I know. But I'm getting out of that because you know what? There was okay, you know what? This is one of the stupidest reasons, but little reasons that I have was I was seeing like, you know what? If you have a messy room, you have a messy place, whatever, you're blocking yourself off from receiving an even bigger blessing, like an actual house or whatnot. And I'm like, shit, you know what? That might be right. I don't know, but like low key though, it inspired me. Also, I hope this person's like pulling out, but they like low key kind of be parking right over here, and I'm like, I'm just talking to myself. Anti ways. So Weird. Oh my gosh, I hate when people park next to me. I'm sorry. Also me parking, like doing these, like, anyways. Regardless. I'm sorry, I get creeped out when people are like park next to me. I hope they're not. This is so weird. It's like, what are they doing? I think they're just on their phone. Anyways, me thinking the world revolves around me. It doesn't. Anyways, no, but I'm sorry. I'm probably seeing like such a slob for going on here and like, yay me! I got this thing done. This basic thing that everybody does on a regular basis. I got it finally done for myself once, and now I'm giving the biggest congratulations to me. Well, y'all don't understand it, like how bad it got, and like how much anxiety and stress and overwhelm it puts on you when you go so long without a deep clean like that. And so finally, once it's done, it's like such a relief. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's like one less thing. I don't know. I feel great. I feel light, but I will not lie. The last 2 days, I have not been able to do shit. Like that was such a mentally taxing thing for me to do. Ever since I haven't been able to do shit. I haven't been productive. I just cannot gather myself to do more because and I feel terrible because it's like, I had 2 days off. It was like, oh my fucking gosh, you had so much time to do other shit. Sorry, I'm feeling weird because now they're pointing towards me and I hope they're like pointing at this at me for a long time and they got tinted windows, so that's weird. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Again, me thinking the world revolves around me. No, but like genuinely though, like it stressed me out. It stressed me out, y'all. I don't think y'all realize like how much work that took. Oh my gosh. And you know what? I got kind of like in a flow state and I just kept fucking going. I didn't eat most of that day. Oh my gosh, I felt so dead. Had to get like 2 Pepsi's cans to revive me. And man, but like, and no sleep, like just going. Oh my gosh. But I'm really glad I kept going. And I don't know, but still, like, even though I kept going constantly, like, I was barely taking any breaks, it still took like all fucking day. And just like also so much mental, like, even like, I have such a big fear of spiders and I had so much anxiety over running into spiders. Luckily, I ran into a lot less comparatively to how much I thought I was going to run into while doing that. And maybe I just got caught on a good day. They're all hiding. I didn't catch them at the witching hour, but damn, oh my gosh, y'all, I don't think you'll understand. It was so much work, genuinely. Like, I'm surprised I'm not more of a mess right now. You know what? If anything, 2 seconds before filming, I was like, you know what? Let's pull out a little hair. Which also, wait, you know what? This is me veering into the topic of transitioning into a new era, which is what I've kind of been doing the last few weeks here. But truly, I feel like the cleaning my room, that totally, like, once your whole space changes, once your environment changes, especially the place that you sleep, once that area changes, I feel like in a good way, like, let's say it's messy and you change it to get clean, or your room's already clean but you remodel it to be more yourself. I feel like that's you more and more falling into the version of yourself, you know what I mean? And also like being open to going on and accepting bigger and better things in your life, like hopefully meaning, who knows, maybe I'll get a house. I should not treat that as a joke. It's not a joke. It's so fucking for real for me. I need to not treat that as a joke. It might be a joke to you, not to me. That's a real thing I want. Anyways, I need to not laugh about it. Like, it's like so like out of reach. It's not. It's not. That's the gag, right? Anyways, but the next thing I'm getting done this week, which wait, I'll touch on that in another one. But I'm actually also in a few days later on this week going to get my hair done. So if you made it this far in the video, I'm giving you a heads up that hopefully my hair should be looking a lot more. I don't know. I hope it looks iconic. I hope it looks the way that I think it's gonna look. I think it will overall. It's definitely gonna be a nice change. I can't wait to show everybody what it's gonna look like. Cause it's so different. It's so out there. No, but it's gonna be its own little moment. And I can't wait to share that with people. Yeah. I don't know. It really does, like, it especially, two-ish weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, I got this new camera that I'm using and filming on currently, and this mic and like a bunch of other things. That mixed with some new clothes that I'm actually not wearing right now. And then also, cleaning the room, getting my hair done soon. It really feels like I'm like entering that final form of like this next evolution that I'm in Pokemon, there are multiple stages of evolution. Like I'm moving on to that, like, I feel like that first level up. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's so much I can do. There's so much I want to do. There's so much in here that I'm like, and it's just like it's just nice to know that I can do things when I put my mind to it. Sometimes you need physical proof that your mind is a lot powerful than you make it, because I put myself in such a little box. I tell myself you can't do that, or that's so, oh my gosh, I just let my anxiety drown me out. But it's the action that you do, and sometimes it's even better when you can see the result of that action, and especially something like cleaning your room. That is such a dramatic change. Like you could tell the before and the after when you clean your room. At least I hope you do. You should, right? Especially if it's a big enough mess, right? But I feel like that's like enough proof for right now that like, but at the same time, like I just want to make a note that I have been really hard on myself, that I've been doing nothing the last 2 days since doing that. But I think I need to remind myself, like, no, that was such genuinely a mentally taxing task, especially when you're somebody who has such of an anxiety attached to like cleaning, and also like, you know mental illnesses that could also contribute to you getting to a point where it does get really bad, like, and like the mess, I mean, like the mess getting so bad, like it really does a number. And so when you finally tackle something like that and you put in the effort to like change that, like, oh my gosh, it just took so much out of me. I'm not even kidding you. Like that's probably one of the hardest one of the hardest things I've done all year, because it's like, oh my fuck, that was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. And especially a lot of work that I had been avoiding for the longest time. And I'm just like, I should just be congratulating myself for just completing it. You know what I mean? Anyways, I feel like such a weirdo talking to myself in this camera, and I feel like so many cars are passing me and they're probably just minding their own business, but I constantly feel like people have eyes on me. I'm sorry, I just have to like voice that because it is a concern in of mine right now, and I'm here yapping. Anyways, but yeah, man, like I need to like remind myself, like, you know what? You didn't do anything the last 2 days. That's okay. Maybe you should take that as a sign that that was you mentally recovering from tackling such a big obstacle that has been in my life. Like, and honestly, I feel like me having a messy room has literally always been a fucking issue. Unless I like had a roommate. That's the only time I could like hold it down. But living by myself, whatever. Just I don't give a fuck. I'm a slob. But I'm not anymore. I am a person who is forever working on her faults and ever improving and evolving, and is on the cusp of like truly entering the next stage of evolution. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what? I need to embrace the cringe. I know me talking about this is gonna be some cringe to people, like, oh, she lets her room get messy even, or she doesn't even clean her room. She's a slob, like all this stuff. But you know what? I need to remind myself, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. There are so many other people that probably have this issue. And you know what? I'm just the first to be real about it. I'm kidding. I'm not the first. But like, I'm at least another individual here on the interwebs. See, that was cringe. Okay. I'm just another individual here telling you it's not. It's not. You're just not alone, okay? You're not the only person. You're not the only one, okay? Don't worry. I'm not trying to make it normalized being a messy ass bitch. Let's not normalize that, right? But let's not shame those people either. Let's also remind people that, like, hey, you can have a messy room, and then one day you have all these things piling up. You finally need to clean it, and guess what? You're gonna fucking clean it. You're gonna do it, and it's kind of like, oh my gosh. And guess what? That's always been within you, and it is in you, and you just need to like tap in, lock the fuck in, find that reason. I don't know, and maybe you don't need a reason. Maybe just start now. Let that be your reason. But for me, I really needed one, and having multiple things pile up at once, yeah, it was time. It was time. It's been long overdue, but you know what? I'm so glad, and I hope I don't know. I hope you find that reason. Maybe I'm that reason. Maybe I'm your inspiring factor for you cleaning your room. Let me, because it feels so good, and that's what I need to remind myself. Like, you know what? No, being in a cleaner environment, this feels great. This feels like I could attract more better environments in my life. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just like constantly raising the bar. You see? Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna get going, but this is a long-winded way to say that facing my fears, constantly evolving, on the cusp of the final or the next evolution, right? Getting my hair done soon, right? Constantly leveling up, constantly improving, and ready to get back out there.